All I want to say is G-Ho. we can't say
he ain't went live yet. That's what the funny part is.
What's poppin'? You know how we moving, man. Titans Colosseum in the building. Yeah, my two co-hosts, they don't need no introduction. Firestone, Morocco, and yours truly. Let's get it. Okay, now tighten up. It's a Coliseum. Fake people, you'll never see them. Everybody authentic, dog. You can join to it, just take a DM. Everybody in the city rocking, they don't take much to be loved. I scared the doctor on my last visit with that two-tone in my blood. We don't play around, we just hold it down. They scared to play us on our side of town. Say we going through a rebuild, but are we really going through it, man? Stacking up on our receiving core, I don't see a ball going through their hands. Creeping up on our division rivals, they gon' really think that we the boogeyman. F the Ravens and the Texans, Jaguars and the Coast too. Real talk, if anybody not rocking that two-tone blue, you can catch us on the podcast. We gon' keep it real, we gon' speak fast. Always live on game day, we like Mike Keith when he yells sags. Titans Colosseum, we be chillin' in the front row. It don't take much for you to go and see him. Titans Colosseum, everybody authentic, dog. You can join to it, just take a deal.
You know what time it is. It's the Titans Colosseum Podcast. Tighten the f*** up. Let's go.
We got a lot of things to discuss tonight. Mainly, we're going to be talking about G-holes, man. But, hey, happy Friday.
Hey.
There's something wrong with you, Morocco.
Oh my God!
You just couldn't let that slide. You just couldn't let it go.
Okay, man. Hey, man, I'm ready to get to it, man. Welcome to the Titans Colosseum Podcast, man. You know who he is, man. Hey, how we feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good, man. Feeling good, man. We got the boys playing tomorrow. You already know I'm hyped, man. I'm gonna be at the game, man. So if you see me there, I'm gonna be turned, man. You know how we do, man. It's gonna be a good day.
For sure.
Yeah, man, a lot of talk about two-tone business, man. We are finally some game to talk about. We got a game coming up, so we're going to get some actual action, some pads, see what this team's going to look like, man. We got a guest today that's going to give us some insights too, bro. So I'm excited.
Yeah, man, we got one of the realists in the building tonight, man. Hey, if you ain't following him on Twitter, first off, you bullshitting. But second off, you still got time to follow him, man. I mean, like I said, he one of the realists out there. I mean, he gonna keep it funky with you all the way to the court. Hey, y'all give it up for Courtlandt Griffin.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, Courtlandt, what's happening with you?
Man, it's good to be back. You know what I'm saying? Amongst my own, you know. So we're gonna talk some Titans today and hopefully get the fans what they came to see.
Oh yeah, man.
I seen you feeling the intro song, man. You was in the back, man. I seen the face, man. You like,
bro. I was like, okay. Hey now, I might have to put that on the playlist.
Yeah, I do need. Hey, I need to put it on Apple Music, bro. Right now, I've been on some other stuff, so you know.
Yeah, most definitely. Hey, shout out to William in the house, man. Hey, William been waiting on us too, boy. Before we even went live. Hey, William was lined up saying tighten the fuck up. Hey, man, you already know what it is, man. We're going to do that all day, every day. Shout out to Julie. Shout out to Running. Shout out to Blueface in the building. If y'all at the game tomorrow and y'all see Blueface, man, go holler at Blueface. Hey, shout out to Corey D in the house, day one. Shout out to Angelica in the house. What's happening with your sis? Hey, not I win. I know I slaughtered that, but not I win one. Hey, ready for some football my damn self, man. Hey, shout out to Nick in the building. Shout out to Johnny Chief in the house. Yeah, motherfucker. You know what time it is. Hey, Nicholas, what it do, my boy? Stevie, what it do? Michael, what it do? Bobo, what it do? Ken G, what's happening with you? Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about us, blah, blah, blah. This, that, and third. Go holler at Wilson down in Music City Autoplex. Great line of vehicles, man. He pretty much got anything and everything on that lot, man. If you can't make it to the lot, get your ass online and go to the website. Everything that's on the lot is on the website. But all at Wilson, tell him he came from Titans Colosseum. He gonna take good care of you. Zoe, what's happening with you, my boy? Y'all ready to get to this two-tone business?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Let's get this party started, man. Titans versus 49ers, preseason football. We don't give a damn if it's preseason or regular season. God dang, it's some football. Y'all know we've been dealing with all this foolishness throughout the all season. I mean, things been extra dry in the month of July. But now, hey, we here. And we're going to be here until we ain't. So, y'all ready? Man, I'm ready to talk about the G-hole shit, though.
We just doing a curveball. Everybody's been off.
Yeah, man.
Ain't working right now, so that threw a curveball. So it kind of threw a wrench in everything right now. But the G-holes definitely did it, Morocco.
Man, let's go ahead and talk two-tone business first, and then we're going to talk about, everything else, man. Titans 49ers, man. We're going to start it off with Courtlandt. Courtlandt, what are you looking for in this game?
Honestly, I'm just looking for it's a preseason game, right? And it's the first preseason game, first time we get to face somebody in a different colored jersey. I'm really looking for the draft class, right? Honestly. So guys like Harold out of Michigan, edge rusher, a guy who just got a lot of praise from Coach Callahan, said he's been really physical, loves the intensity that he's bringing. Hopefully, said Gray out of North Carolina, linebacker. Hopefully he's healthy enough to go. I know he was dealing with, I think, a shoulder injury. So hopefully he's healthy enough to go. But if he is, I'm looking to see how he reads and reacts in the NFL game, in the middle of that defense. Hopefully he has green dot capability. He had that coming out when you look at his tape. Jarvis Brownlee, man, a guy who's been locking up. It didn't matter who you put in front of him. I mean, that dude he on demon time, and he'll tell you he on demon time. So it's going to be fun to see him going up against guys like Ricky Pearsall and Debo Samuel if he plays, or whoever, just somebody else. And then just the skeletons of an offense, just this new offensive system. What is it going to look like? I don't need complex schemes. I don't need trick plays. I just want to see what it looks like. Is this going to be a different offense? I know in the past we've been like pretty much ground and pound, get downhill, hit you in the mouth. But, this is a different coach, different style, a more offensive, more open scheme. So I just want to see like how the ball comes out. And of course, I want to see how number 8 looks. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see what number 8 got in the tank. Like, he's looked amazing. He's looked like a QB1, looked like a franchise guy, has carried himself the right way, said the right things. But I definitely want to see what he looks like against a different defense.
For sure. RJ, talk to him.
Yeah, man. I'm just, like I said, the first thing we look at is Will Levis, man. Is he the guy? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be judging him through this whole season to see if he's the guy that's gonna give me my first Lombardi, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what all this is about, man. Like this whole season, bro, is about, can Will Levis get us in a Lombardi? I mean, we ain't talking about this season. We talking about in the future. You know what I'm saying? But that's gonna be the first guy I'm looking at. And the second thing I'm be looking at is offensive line. I gotta see, these guys got to block, man. We're not gonna do anything in the NFL if we can't block. You know what I'm saying? I do want to see what Calvin really got a little bit on these first 2 series. They're gonna come out. Calvin Ridley, man, I need some plays, man. I need you to show us that you're an ex-receiver, and we paid you for what, 3 seasons, man. So I want to see what you can do, man. We need you for these 3 seasons to be a good receiver, man. Definitely want to see what Tyler Boyd got in the tank. What else he still got left in the tank, man? I know he's 29, 30. How old is he? 29.
29. He should turn 30 during the season, I believe, or right after the season.
Okay. So yeah, 29. You know what I'm saying? What he still got left in the tank, man? I want to see Traylon Burks. Traylon Burks, man. This is the time, bro. All the eyes are watching now, man. It's time for you to step up, bro, and show us what you've been doing this offseason, man. Come out here, man, from day one, man. Shut me up. Because goddamn, I'm tired of roasting your ass. I'm tired of roasting your ass, bro. Please go in. You know what I'm saying? Definitely want to see what Devondre Sweat got, because Jeffrey Simmons ain't here. I want to see what you can do by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Are you still the same problem that you are when Jeffrey Simmons isn't right next to you? You know what I'm saying? Definitely want to see. I don't think we're gonna get too much of the secondary out there. I know we probably ain't playing none of them guys, but yeah, that's what I'm looking for, man. And the linebackers too, man. I got to see a lot from them linebackers.
Now, I know Jamal might not play, but I think Hook and Quandre might play. He might play a series, but don't quote me on that.
Yeah, well, Callahan already said too, starters will play 1 or 2 series. So if they do, yeah, those secondary, because I don't really see Snead going out there either. I don't think that he might not probably be out there. I think some starters are going to be exempt for that, and could be wrong about that. But if they are, it is literally going to be a series or 2. He's not going to start. We got too much to figure out on the depth end. We know what we got on starters end. We get all that together in practice. We just got to figure out this depth. We got to see these guys actually play right now.
Yeah, per TD, I know he said the only 2 that are confirmed, I know for sure, might dress in a jersey and some pants and socks is Harold and Jeff. Those are the only 2 that are confirmed not going to be on the field. They not touching another 49ers player, right? So, but we'll see what happens as they, guys that are dealing with injuries, of course they won't play, but the guys who are healthy may play a series or 2.
Yeah, no, because I'm more excited to see is this linebacker core and this O-line, because even if the starters aren't out there, we still need to know what's depth at O-line, because as Titans fans, we have that little PTSD of we're injury prone from time to time and guys go down. I need to know we got somebody that can step up behind too. So that's really where I'm at for this. I want to see these other guys in the position. I want to see Traylon, because I believe Traylon is one of those guys that isn't going to be a series or 2. Should be a guy that plays quite a few reps, even if it's not as wide receiver, special teams returner, gunner, some of those things. We need to see a lot of Traylon Burks out there. There's too many questions on him for him to be sitting on the bench during a preseason game. Kenneth Murray, I want to see him out there, how he's going to fly around, how he's going to look, man. I've been really excited about him and Cedric Gray. Cedric Gray got hurt, so maybe we'll see him, maybe not. So I can at least see Kenneth Murray. RJ, you brought up a good point about Sweat too. Jeff's not going to be out there. How are we going to see with you just one-on-one out there? Arden might not be here too. So I want to see some of these in Terrell. I want to see Shane Ray, see what they do, see how they're getting around. I want to see how some of these blitzes might come from. Because, Denard's not going to show everything, but you still got to test some players and put them in some positions. You're going to put them in the game to see if they're going to be able to do what you want to do, especially in depth as well. So you're going to see some blitzes. Ain't going to be the best blitzes, but they're going to see some. So I want to see what some of these guys can do. And then special teams, man. This kickoff rule, it's so weird to see all these other teams doing so many different ways of how they're going to play it and week in and week out. So seeing how some of these return magic works is what I'm excited to see, even though they're not going to show too much of it at the preseason. And I saw somebody say they got their Let Rand Cook shirt in the mail.
Pack just touched down.
Yes.
Shout out to Zoe. Y'all make sure y'all go get y'all a shirt, man. Let Rand cook, because he most definitely been cooking, man. He been cooking throughout the spring, been cooking throughout the summer, and you know damn well when we get on this field, the Titans are most definitely gonna cook. So you need to be suited and booted for the occasion. Go get your Let Rand Cook t-shirt right now on TitansColosseum.com.
Yeah. And we got the new ones too, which I got on today too. But we got the Let Rand Cook, and we got the new ones out for the new season too. Go get the dogs in the Titan Coliseum for the 2024 season as well.
Yeah,
I need
man.
that. I need that white one.
Ooh.
That white dog shirt. I need that.
You need the white
Yeah,
dog.
they're hard right there.
I need that one.
Yeah, I need hey, fire some them are hard right there, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That mug is on point, man. Let's get to
Courtlandt.
See, that right there. That's the colors that we need to go to, bro. Hey, put up the colors up again, bro. Let me see them real quick. Yeah, we see that's the color we need, bro. Like we need to get away from the dark blue, bro, and get that oil of red and that baby blue, bro. Them need to be our two main colors, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I love the two-tone, but at the same time, man, no oil color. You can't beat them mugs, bro. That's some hell of a colors, man.
Yeah,
I definitely support and rock the swag, man. Y'all definitely support these boys.
Thank you.
Yeah, they hard. Let's get to some comments, man. Ken G say, I want to see Big Sweat Rick. So, hey, man, dude been cutting up in practice, man. I expect tomorrow night to be a great night for Sweat, man. I mean, he's definitely on the path to shut down some of the doubters and haters. Blueface say,
I got a question on that because that made me think something. If Sweat goes out there, we ain't got Jeffrey Simmons, right? So Sweat goes out there and he's wrecking havoc and he's playing too good. Do you pull him so he don't just start too much tape?
Yeah. You ain't trying to keep him up out there for that long.
Yeah.
If he gets out there and if he gets out there, let's say he stuffs a run and then he goes out and he maybe like gets a pressure or a sack.
Yeah, take him out. It ain't nothing else. It ain't nothing else.
Yeah, long.
Take him out.
93. Hey, 93. That's it.
Yeah, Bill Levis come out there and throw a bomb for a touchdown. He need to come out.
Yeah, settle down.
Hey, 93.
That's all we need to see.
He doing what he's supposed to
do. Go put your Air Maxes on, fam.
Right, I'll just let y'all know, but Michael Penix is that deal. That was that deal.
Yeah, for sure. Blueface said, I think starters all play 2 series, and most I agree with it. Mama Ellison said, poor Caleb Farley. It's looking rough for Caleb Farley.
It's time to cut them ties, man.
I think it is, but I'm not going to come out and just say, we absolutely need to cut Farley because, I mean, up until the point where Farley got injured, he was having a good training camp. So
that's the part that sucks.
Sometimes you need a new start as a player just because all that other stuff ain't lingering. You can get a fresh start. It's sometimes you just need that. So it might be beneficial for both of us. Just, hey, let's cut. No bad issues. We don't wish you nothing, but you might need a fresh start somewhere else. It's just not working out for you here.
The part that sucks, man, is the fact that last year, like his rookie season, he couldn't help that. That's rookie season couldn't help. His second season, you could tell he was still kind of learning the speed of the NFL game. And then last year, it was like he looks good physically. He looks like an NFL player. He's out there. He's training. He's participating. He's having a good camp. Injury. Then his parents passed. Then his parents tragically passed away. It was just a lot that was going on. Then this year, the dude comes in and he locking up everything. Like it was like, okay, this is the first round talent that we saw coming out of our tech. This is the guy that we thought we were getting. And then it's a hamstring, so it's just setback after setback, man. I hope the young man can get it done for us, right? Because that's a good problem to have is too many corners, but it just sucks, man. Because I want to see the dude succeed. I don't wish bad on nobody, especially not him. Because like I said, the circumstances that he's gone through, losing his mother to breast cancer, then the injuries in college and then the injuries in the NFL, losing his father the way he did, and he's still out here playing. He could have walked away from the game, right? He could have just said, he could have pulled a Sadiq Charles. Shout out to him and prayers to him as well, right? He could just been like, bro, this is not for me right now. And I gotta do what's best for me. But he's still out there trying to get it done. So, man, salute to that young man, and hopefully he can pull through, whether it be with the Titans or not, man. Like I just want the best for him.
Right, I'm rocking with him myself, man.
Because he needs to put film out there too, because we didn't pick up his 5th-year option, so he's most likely going to be gone. So if you are and you've been trying to stuck out, like you said, his story is incredible. His fighting adversity, that's one thing you got to give him. This dude does not quit. He fights, and that's what it's for. But, bro, you being a first-round pick here, all that stuff's been lingering. Sometimes you just need to go somewhere else where they're just, hey, there is no more expectations on you to be what this is that. We just want to see you bounce back and do it. And we are wishing the best for you, but it's just go out there, get some time on the field. That way you put out some film. So wherever you go next, you're going to get a reasonable offer and at least get somewhere you might actually be able to succeed somewhere. Cause you got to put something on film for somebody to pick you up.
And if it's any consolation prize, he got 17 M's to lean on if he decides to walk away.
True.
Yeah, I mean, like, at the end of the day, I hope he saved his bread up, man, because most definitely, man, he's gonna need it. You know, I just hate that his story had to end like this. He didn't get a chance to really play for real, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, every
He's
time
not
he
on
tried to
injury
get out,
reserve, though. He's not on injury reserve, so that's a good thing. So, like, it's just a hamstring. So, hopefully, he can, hopefully. And this training staff, hey, shout out to our new training, strength and conditioning staff. I know we ain't talked about it, but shout out to them boys because they got them boys doing some stuff. I was like, okay, this is new. Y'all got them doing calisthenics, right? Actually stretching. They're not just out there, like, twisting at the waist. Like, they actually doing stuff. Like, actually, it looks like it's a plan to get these guys limber and more, healthy. And the fact that, like, this time last year we had 4 or 5 guys that was on the pup and injury reserve already. This year, I mean, D Hop is going to be out for at least the preseason. He should be ready week 1. Chittibay should be ready by next week, right? Because that was 2 weeks ago, and they said he'd be out for 2 weeks. So,
and
shout out to the strength and conditioning.
And look at some of our counterparts and our, some of our rivals, bro. They've already had a bunch of, few players go on IR and stuff, and we're used to seeing that too. So we've been lucky, knock on wood, on that so far. So this strength and conditioning team has been doing very well for us. So bravo to them.
Yeah, I just think that we just done I ain't gonna say we got away from it, but like we just not so focused on being the most physical football team in the sport, bro. You know, we just trying to kill each other every day. You know what I'm saying? Like that's probably why these guys are staying healthy a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't think, man, that was good for our health, man. Doing that every single day, under variable.
Facts. Corey says, I want to see Levis command the offense and also Chigberg solidify their spots. And, of course, T. Sweat. Hey, that's another thing, too, man. Josh Weiler, he's been getting some looks as well at tight end. So I'm interested to see how they will deploy Chig and Weiler out there. Not our win says, let's develop some confidence out there. Kenneth, hey. Shout out to you, Kendall. Thanks for watching tonight, man. Stevie says, yeah, I want to see how Latham and the O-line hold up. We're going to talk about the O-line in a second, man, because I think Titan fans, got this thing kind of twisted. But like I said, we're going to talk about it in a second. Levi, y'all think Malik going to win quarterback too? Let's talk about it, Firestone. You think he going to win it? I mean, He's another one that's been standing out during training camp. And I know Malik, he tends to make plays during the preseason, but what you're starting to see with Malik is you starting to see him be more consistent. Like he's consistently making these plays versus previously when, he'll make a play and then, you won't hear from him unless he's screwing up. But I tell you, man, the day all that went down between Buck and Jeff Simmons, as soon as I got in my vehicle, Malik had hit a bomb to somebody. I forget who it was. And I like, hell, like he really is he really like that? I mean, that's enough for me, man. Firestone, think Malik gonna win that job?
I don't know. We're gonna see. I think he has an actual legitimate chance because it's Mason Rudolph for me. Like, bro, he's OSU. I'm OU. I used to watch him in college, and I knew that. All right, he did some good things in college, but I didn't see him as a starter. I seen him as a good, solidified backup. That if your number one goes down, this guy can at least give you an ability to win, and he's not going to lose you games. But it's not the guy you want to build a franchise around. For me, Malik is way more talented. Has a more stronger arm. I just don't know if Malik still has it in his head to pull the trigger when you need to pull the trigger in the game. That's been the things we saw last year. He has some good practices. Those things look good. But when it comes time to get into the game, you either saw the throws late or you saw them and you just didn't pull the trigger on it. And that was the main thing. You just held the ball in your hand too many times. So for me, you have to come out here and actually start pulling the trigger on the ball. Just make a decision, stand by it. If it's wrong, we'll fix it, we'll correct it. If it's good, we'll dissect it, analyze why it's good so that we can continue to do that in the future. But make a decision for me, because we can't sit here and coach you up like, if you would have done this, we would have done this. But if you would have done this, we would have done. Just make a decision, pull the trigger on it. We'll figure it out afterwards, and we'll improve you and coach you up after. So he has a legitimate chance because I think he's more talented and more athletic. But do you actually have the confidence in the game to pull that trigger and then let that ball fly?
Hey, before you get started, RJ, shout out to Mr. Titan, man. Hey, September, week 2, because the Titans, they start the season off in Chicago, but week 2, y'all make sure y'all head down to the Rudder and turn up with Mr. Titan in his annual event. You never know who you gonna see. I'm telling you, it's always a surprise when you show up to these things, man. So, hey, y'all, go support Mr. Titan. It's a free event, but you know what I'm saying? If you want to do extra, you can do extra, but just have your ass down there celebrate with Mr. Titan. RJ, talk to him.
Yeah, I don't think Malik's gonna get quarterback too. I want him to get it, you know what I'm saying, because I just feel like Malik is just, like you said, more talented quarterback. But at the same time, they brought Mason Rudolph in for a reason, man. He almost took Pittsburgh to the second round of the playoffs. Like, you know what I'm saying? He took them to the playoffs. Like, I don't think they were gonna make the playoffs or even have a winning record until he became the quarterback. So we'll see if Will Levis gets happen, you know what I'm saying, knock on wood, gets hurt. I think they trust Mason Rudolph a little bit more than they trust Malik Willis. Now, Malik Willis most definitely has a chance to keep his spot on his roster by going out here and balling the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see what he looks like tomorrow.
Facts. And Brian Callahan, he actually spoke on the situation earlier this week, Courtlandt. I don't know if you heard or whatnot, but he pretty much said that, he see what Malik is doing, but at the same time, Mason Rudolph isn't having a bad camp, and he gonna give him his run, but he can't, just take time away from Mason Rudolph.
It's since they brought him in, right? It's Coach Callahan has been pretty open about it and said like it's an open competition for QB2. Like Levis was the QB1 when he was in the interview process. Like he knew like that's the reason why he took the job, was because he believes in number 8. But number 7 and number 11 have a chance to get out there and show what they can do. Now I will say this. One thing, the difference that I've seen between year 1 Malik and year 2 Malik and now year 3 Malik is year 3 Malik is not trying to pull the ball down to run all the time. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the most important thing. Like you see Malik, he's poised and 7-on-7s, right? He's manipulating the safeties, he's manipulating linebackers, right? He's taking what the defense gives him. Whereas last year, the first 2 years, it was like, I got a strong arm, I'm gonna beam this joker in there. Like I'm trying to rip the numbers off your chest. This year it's like, nah, like linebackers playing a little bit up too close. I know my tight end's behind them. I'm gonna drop it in the bucket behind you, right? Like, or hey, if you turn your head, like he did one in camp. What was that last Saturday? As a matter of fact, this past Saturday, and he zipped one past Kenneth Murray head ear hole. It was so like I was like, yeah, like where was that at last year, right? Like Kenneth Murray turned his head just a little bit, and it was like right past his ear hole. That's a play that a quarterback, like you want to see your quarterback make. But I mean, Mason, like you said, Mason is just having one of those camps where it's like, I've been here, I've done that. This ain't new. Like I know what my job is. I'm not competing with number 8. I'm competing with number 7. And on game day, you know what I mean? If I got to put on a hat and hold a clipboard, that's what I'll do.
Oh yeah, most
so definitely. Like, and I think that's what Malik has to learn now. It's not about the talent, because you got the talent, you got the quarterback position. Like you've been playing this quarterback position since you was this tall, right? So we're not worried about that. It's now, can you accept the fact that your chance to be a starter is not there, right? You're going to have to be a clipboard guru. You're going to have to be an offensive coordinator assistant, right? When Will comes off the, you're going to have to be his cheerleader, right? You're going to have to hold his jockstrap. That's part of being a. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's funny, but it's not.
That's real though. That's real.
Yeah, because the one thing that made Charlie Whitehurst so amazing was Charlie Whitehurst knew, hey, bro, like, hey, Marcus, I know I ain't the starter, bro, but here's what you did wrong, right? What the thing that made Ryan Tannehill so amazing was, hey, Marcus, like, I know I'm the backup right now, but hey, here's what you did wrong, fam. Like, I've been here, I've done this. So, like, you know, it's just one of those things, like, where what made Will so amazing last year was Will knew, hey, I'm not the starter right now. But hey, Ryan, like, hey, so what did you see? You know, hey, what did you see right here? Well, okay, well, why'd you make this play? Why'd you make that decision? So it's just one of those things where Malik is going to have to learn from Mason Rudolph, like, do as he do, right? Like, move a certain way. Like, and you kind of see it. Like, when Mason's standing there and watching Will, you'll see Malik kind of standing next to Mason, like, okay, what is he looking at? What is he seeing? Like, you know, so it's just one of them things, man. I hope the kid, like I said, like, I was excited when we drafted him. I hope that he has a long career. Dude's immensely talented. But if number 11 gives us the best chance as the backup, then, hey, emergency quarterback you are. Like,
oh yeah, most definitely, man. Hey,
like,
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, this ain't Mike Vrabel in that regime, bro. Like, ain't no more we like you, right? This ain't likability politics anymore. Like, you've been here, so you're the guy. Nah, bro. Like, if you ain't performing, there's the door, and there's 31 other teams that may like to have you.
Yeah, but that's why I said it like last offseason, like when we signed Rudolph, and a couple of people kind of laughed at it, but I kind of honestly hope this happened. I hope Rudolph and Willis goes out there and does great and puts us in a position where we have to pick one, and then the other one's good enough that we can trade off, because we need some trade draft capital. And what better way than a QB that is young, that's showing potential that the last coach just didn't know how to come out here and look good through preseason. Either one of y'all, I don't care. We can trade y'all off. Now, ideally, it'd be more likely Malik, because he would have more trade value than Rudolph will, right. But that would be one hell of a scenario. If we was going to be able to have some draft capital, it would be Malik turning shit around, but Mason just barely beating him out. And then, hey, y'all, Jimmy Garoppolo type situation. Y'all come get him.
It ain't no more Logan Woodside action no more, man.
Man, he was so garbage, man. I don't see what everybody's
man, look, man. I was just sitting around waiting for that man job to get cooked. And
I was so happy when Malik. I was so happy when Malik beat that man. And I was like, thank God, finally, bro. Like, how long do you hang around?
That's what I don't get about Vrabel, man. He used to get so attached to the quarterbacks. I feel like, bro, like that dude
right there, Logan Woodside.
Logan Woodside, bro. There was no way he shouldn't have been on the team, bro. I'm sorry, bro. That dude wouldn't go and never win nothing as a backup.
No, bro, there's way better backups to get than him year in, bro.
You just being cheap, man. Like.
Right. Man, let me get to some of these comments. TK actually made a couple of comments I want to touch on. People going to call it hating, but there is no QB2 battle. Mason is the highest paid quarterback in the room. I wouldn't say all that, because if you can remember, and this goes on throughout, this goes on just about every year or whatnot. You sign a guy in free agency, then you draft a guy, or you bring another guy in free agency, and the higher paid guy ends up getting beat out of their spot. Now, what I was going to speak on was the quarterback situation in Seattle. Back when Russell Wilson first got drafted, they brought in Matt Flynn, and everybody was thinking Matt Flynn was going to,
that man the bag.
Yeah, gave him the bag. They thought he was going to be the starter, but Pete Carroll, he pulled the flea flicker, like, nah, Russ been out here performing. He ain't been out performing this man, so guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to put my rookie out here because he gives us the best chance to win, and he has the most upside. So, I mean, Mason Rudolph, as solid as he is, if Malik goes out there and matches Mason Rudolph's production, they're going to go with Malik because of that upside. I mean, that's just the reality of the situation. And to get to your other point here, that brings up the question, has Malik played enough to even be able to coach Levis? It's not coaching. It's an extra set of eyes. That's what the backup is there for. I mean, he ain't gonna, he's not gonna go to Levis in a fucked up manner. Like, hey, you did this, you need to do it. Nah, he's not gonna be out there on no coaching bullshit. He's just gonna be around like, hey, bro, like Courtlandt explained earlier, like, hey, bro, look, like this is what's happening, or he gonna tell me what you seeing out there, and I'm gonna explain to you. This is what's happening or whatever. You may want to try this or try that. He's just gonna be giving recommendations. That's not coaching. That's more like looking out for your teammate.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a prime example. I'm gonna give you two examples, and y'all gonna be like, hell no, nah. But I'm gonna give y'all two examples, and it's gonna sound crazy. Go ask Peyton Manning how valuable Curtis Painter was. Like, go ask him. Like, yeah, I'm the sheriff, but go ask him how valuable number 7 was. Like, hey, bro, like when he come off the sideline, hey, Peyton, look, this is what the offensive coordinator was saying, bro. Like, this is what he wants to do. Like, this is, such. Hey, that play, the reason why we went 3 and out was probably this, and this. You're the starting quarterback, but I'm the offensive coordinator's assistant, essentially. Like, and then go ask Tom Brady how valuable Brian Hoyer was. Why y'all think they kept bringing him back?
Yeah,
some guys just know how to be backups. Like, the part of your role as a backup quarterback. Why do you think a lot of backup quarterbacks end up being great offensive coordinators and coaches? Jim Harbaugh wasn't no great starting quarterback. He was good. He wasn't great. He was a great backup. Hell of a coach now. Kellen Moore never snitched the field. Hell of a fucking offensive coordinator now. Like, bro, like if I wouldn't be surprised if Malik Willis go be somebody quarterback coach in the future because he's going to get that chance.
Crazy.
Bro, yeah, because that's what those backups, like to your point, it's not just about, hey, you did this wrong or this, that. It's also like, hey, when a defense is doing, trying to disguise shit, you can start sitting there looking at images like, oh, okay, well, they look like this, but then when this person's lined up here, that's when you know it's cover 3. Oh, this person has this tick. Hey, when you see the safety here doing this, you can know that he's going to be blitzing out. That backup can start picking up those things. Why, yeah, the QB's looking for that in the game, but also the QB in the game is also trying to operate the offense and get the flow, and everybody does this and that. He can just focus on what the fuck is going on here and let me hey, you did make a good play over there, but hey, tight end was across the middle too. He was wide open.
I forgot all about Jim Sorgi.
Boy, the Colts, they had them backups, boy, I tell you.
Yeah. And I'll bring up this too. The other thing that makes Malik have an advantage for me to be QB2 for us too is that when we're in practice and we got to go against guys like Mahomes and Lamar, and we need a mobile running quarterback to practice against, fucking Malik is the perfect practice for that shit as well.
Yeah, most definitely. Hey, make sure you go holler at Wilson down in Music City Autoplex. Great line of vehicles. If you can't make it down there to the lot, go online, musiccityAutoplex.com. Hey, so we've done a lot of talking about this game coming up tomorrow, but and y'all can give me an offense and a defensive player, but what players have to stand out the most tomorrow?
I think Treylon Burks has to make a splash. To me, honestly, it's going to be on. It's a list of guys, right? Of course, the guys that are trying to make the team, right? Like, you're trying to make the team. Trayshawn Harrison, the Bryce Olivers of the world, right? These wide receivers, because the thing is what, and I was talking about this in another space early in the week. The Titans have a lot of guys who are expired after this year. DeAndre Hopkins doesn't have another deal on the table. Quandre Diggs, 1-year deal, right? There's a couple of 1-year deals on this team where if you're a young guy, yeah, like Tyler Boyd, for example. So, like, you got these guys who new coaching regime has shown the propensity to be like, bro, I ain't married to none of y'all. Like, if I ain't drafted you and I ain't paid you, I ain't married to you. I can go get somebody else. I'm okay with that. I think those guys have to, like Trayshawn Harris, Bryce Oliver, Mason Kinsey. Mason Kinsey got to do something special because you another Logan Woodside, bro. You've been sticking around so long. Like, are you a coach or are you a player? Like, are you the water boy? Like, you just the team mascot? We don't know. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you old reliable, and after a while, old reliable get too rusty, and the mechanisms start locking up. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's you're taking up space. So some of these guys got to make something happen. But I think if you want to say like who's the guy that needs to make that splash play to stick around, I think Traylon Burks. Like you said, and I'm gonna use, and I y'all probably like Titans saying, y'all probably gonna hate to hear this, but like I'm gonna use what Leonard said about Mason Kinsey, not Mason Kinsey, but Mason Rudolph and Malik. If number 16 ball out, and a team call, if the price nights are good enough, see you, bro.
Sure.
Because bro, to that point,
Everybody got a price.
because like you're saying too, that can go like Traylon could be a possible sell-off trade if you do well, because like if he does make a splash, because like you said, there's Mason Kinsey, but there's Mason Kinsey, there's Kyle Phillips, there's Jaquan Jackson. All three of those guys are kind of like the same type of guy, but they all kind of got their own little bit, so they're all kind of competing too for that spot. That already Tyler Boyd got in the slot, that also Traylon is fighting for the slot. So like there's like a good 6-7 wide receivers here that are all fighting for that slot position, and you got to stand out some way because 3 or 4 of y'all are almost like the same Swiss Army knife.
Yeah. I think Jaquan has a little bit more value because he was drafted, and also he has the return ability. And I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. Talking to him, and the dude got his head on the shoulders right. Like Tajay is like his big brother, and I love this. Right, it's 2 players on this team that are rookies that have players that they played with in college on the team that are like big brothers to them. Of course, DeAndre Coburn. People forget DeAndre Coburn was a starter at Texas, while Tavondre was trying to get on was trying to make it on the field. Like, and Tavondre now is the hot commodity, but DeAndre Coburn was that dude at Texas. So, and he's looked up to him. So Coburn is like kind of helped, Tavondre, ingratiate himself into the locker room, and then of course Big Jeff. But then Tajay has also helped Jaquan in that same factor, and Jaquan has made plays. Like, I know people are talking about Traylon and they're talking about Tyler, but Jaquan has made some plays. I was like, hey, dude, we ain't had this kind of electricity, I don't think, ever on this team. Like think Kendall Wright, but with legitimate 4.3 speed. Like, it's that. That's that. I didn't know. It's that, and it's nasty. Like, it's Tesla P100D instant acceleration. Like, the dude goes from 0 to like, hey, bro, like me and TD was standing there, and it was me, Sam Phelan, and TD. We were all standing there talking to each other. He caught the ball, and right as he caught the ball, like, you're looking, and you're like, where did he? And he was gone. Like, he caught the ball, turned up field, and it was fast. Cool. So, like, man, like, I want that dude to make the team. I think he has a lot of value. Like I said, Mason Kinsey, right now, I think he's listed as like one of the punt return guys, but I wouldn't be surprised if like he gets beat out by Jaquan just because of the speed factor and the way that the kickoff is kind of, it's kind of structured this year. You need that speed shiftiness.
Yeah. I want to see what Cedric Gray and Jarvis Brownlee got in the bag, man. I ain't got a chance to really see. I've seen a little bit of Jarvis Brownlee in practice, man, but I ain't got a chance to see. Like, Cedric Gray's having a really, really quiet training camp. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, you know what I'm saying?
Injury.
I do want to see James Williams as well. Terrence Davenport, when I was talking to him, man, he most definitely pointed out James Williams. He said he's knocking the block off people, bro. You know what I'm saying? And now that we're in a game atmosphere, we get to really see him knock the block off people. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all remember Telvin Smith, don't you?
Yeah. I like James Williams, man. I really think that he's going to be a good player for us if he can develop correctly. I just hate that, I don't think that Denard Wilson is going to be here very long. So I wish he was there to develop him the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So,
hey, RJ, we was talking about that Saturday, bro. I was like,
yeah, he's not going to be here, but no more.
Yeah, we was sitting there, and you know how you get that feeling like. Y'all ever got like a lot of money, like you get paid on that third time, like the other month, like you're like, man, I get paid 3 times. You get that check, I got that extra money, and that must be like you like, dang, where my money go? Like, that's kind of how I felt. It's kind of how I felt. Like, Denard is like that third paycheck, bro. Like, it's like, man, we finally got a dude that's like, he got that fire, we're in the red dot, but I'll say it like, who was that? I think it was Eric Guerra. Was like they was doing one-on-ones, and he kind of got grabby with Tyler Boyd, and like you hear Denard from the other side of the field. Mind you, we standing on the far side, so like we looking this way, Denard, you heard Denard come out of nowhere. Hey, Eric, quit fucking grabbing. Quit fucking grabbing 25. Quit fucking grabbing. And we was like, dang, bro, like what? Like where is he at? Like you just like and he's on his ass. Like quit fucking grabbing. And so and Eric Garrett like last year. It was different, right? Like you hear Mike Vrabel and them, they kind of drop an F-bomb here and there. Like the players be like, like, all right, bro. Like, nah, like Denard came out of nowhere and you saw Eric Garrett like, oh shit, like, all right, coach. All right, so what you want me to do? Like, what you need me to do? Like they reacted, like he reacted to it. So like I was like, damn, bro, it's a shame that nigga's gonna be a damn head coach in a year. Like
yeah, that's what I defense
like,
been needing.
The only thing is like maybe by then maybe Chris Harris steps up because Chris Harris damn good.
Yeah,
fucking
he was getting some
defense.
DC looks before he took the job here.
Yeah,
and I think that was the agreement. I think that's the agreement because we got a DB coach that's been here before. And the thing is too, man, I love it. Like we wouldn't got dudes that have Titans like backgrounds, right? Like we got Coach Rocker before he went to Philly, he was here. And people forget that, and that's when we had Albert Hainsworth and Javon, and bro, we was knocking the block off of folks like at that time. So, but like even if Denard leaves, I think Coach Harris, I think he does step into that DC role. Like I said, it just sucks, man, because if our defense balls out and like that dude leaves, I'm gonna cry real tears, man, because like it's a breath of fresh air to see that kind of coach where all of your coaching staff. Like, and they back each other up. Like, it ain't one guy's quiet while the other guy's chewing the team out. Like, if Denard, like when Denard said that, like Coach Harris was like, yeah, quit fucking grabbing, get your ass in the line. Like,
see,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it was, hey, I'm gonna back him up because it's my DC.
Bro, I say this. I mean, even if Denard Wilson does leave, man, I do trust Rand and Brian Callahan to find another defensive coordinator that can get the job done. Now, he probably won't be Denard Wilson, man. But he most definitely could be a good, you know what I'm saying, a good defensive coordinator. Could be like you said, Brian Callahan said that he's only going to hire defensive coordinators that give him trouble. Like that, like you know what I'm saying. If he can't run his offense against you, bro, he gonna want to hire you, you know.
Yeah, and bro, like Chris Harris is one of the few coaches that stuck around after the Vrabel firing. He's also one of the first coaches that got hired under Rand's new general management job as well. So this is a guy that he did like, that maybe wanted to coach up. We've heard him multiple times talking about, we got some really good coaches on this staff that we really like and we would really like to elevate within. I think that's one of those coaches that really would be that. So, hey, Chris Harris, be a sponge this year. Absorb everything from Denard you possibly can. Turn it into your own next year because Denard's definitely not going to be here, bro. As soon as he got hired and we had that opening presser with him talking football, we came here on the podcast. I was like, hey, the only thing that's bad about it, and I know every Titans fan's thinking about this, how long until he's a head coach? Because the way he talked, you just saw it right then and there that he's going to be a head coach.
He's gonna be a damn good head coach.
Yeah, he is.
He's gonna be a damn.
That's the defensive coach that team is going to want. But
that's the one time I hope he get fired so he'll come back.
You know what I had that thought the other day, man. I was thinking like
hoping that he's just one of the guys that can be a head coach.
You know,
like
back to Tennessee.
Like I hope whatever team hire him, I hope they go like 0-16. They be like, nah, that was a bad idea. Like
the Carolina treatment, one season and gone.
Yeah. I just want him to have a top 5 defense, and they can't score, and they just keep losing games.
Give him the Steve Wilkes treatment, bro.
But that's what I'm saying, though. But like, how many? I think 5 new head coaches this year are defensive minded. I think the only thing that will help us keep Denard around is if all 5 of them head coaches that are defensive minded all have losing records next year. Matter of fact, all defensive-minded coaches next year have a losing record.
What might help us keep them is and retain them is, so you still got Ben Johnson who will come up again this year. That'll be his second coaching cycle. You'll have Slowick who comes up on his second coaching cycle. And like I was telling people, look at the coaches that are now on the hot seat. McDermott in Buffalo is on the hot seat. You know, so like there's some fluctuation in there, right? The Panthers, like I know they just hired Canales, but if they say that doesn't make it, like I don't think you turn away Slowick. So like it's just one of those things. Like I don't think Slowick or Ben Johnson turned down a chance to go coach number 17 in Buffalo. So you know, and then you got Evero, who was also on our radar as a DC. So, there's some guys that we have options, but there's also those guys have options as head coaches too. And so, like, I wouldn't be surprised if Denard does last another season. But like I said, it's just one of them, like, ticking time bombs where you're like,
eventually
he's going to walk out the door as a head coach. Eventually he's going to take that job. Like, because, like, I thought Arthur Smith, like, when Arthur Smith survived 2 coaching cycles, I was like, oh, we keeping Art. Like, it's up. Then here comes Atlanta, and it was like, damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then he sucked in Atlanta, and I was like, all right, he might come back. Nope.
not quick enough, huh?
Yeah. Nope. Too bad. Your buddy got fired. Like,
Hey, we got a 49ers fan in the house, man. Shout out to Rick Diaz. I'm a diehard 49er fan, but listen to this. I give you the respect, and I hope you give me the respect back. Hey, man, salute to y'all, man. Hey, ain't no 49er haters over here, man. The only teams that we hate are in our division, which is the Texans, the Jazz, the Colts. We also hate the Steelers and the Ratbirds, too. But we ain't going to talk about the haters tonight, man. We going to talk this two-tone business, and we looking forward to having a great preseason game with the 49ers, because I know you got your things that you looking for out of the 49ers. Y'all got some interesting headlines going on, too. I heard Brandon Ayuk may stay. I mean, who knows?
Who knows?
He ain't staying. And I'll say this, too. We ain't no San Francisco haters, bro. Y'all brought us Rand Carthon. We are grateful for y'all. We are.
Yeah, boy.
Shout out to Sean, too, man. We got Sean Shiesty in the house tonight, man.
Hey, shout out to Sean. Hey, follow Sean, too.
Yes.
Like, I be on my stuff, but it's some stuff that if I miss it, I know I can go to that dude right there. Sean be on his game. That's another dude like who puts out hella like really good Titans content. Like I wouldn't co-sign nobody if they didn't put out like legitimate stuff, and he knows his stuff. He's got good sources. Like that dude is legitimate.
Let me get into what Terrence Davenport said last night about the team, man. So I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna go ahead and start off with
the G-hole.
Nah, we can talk about that. Let me get through with Teron before we get into that. Let me tell you about what Teron been saying about the guys outside.
Okay, go ahead.
And outside, we're gonna get into G-hole. But I say this: the one thing that stuck out to me about what Teron said yesterday, he said that he will be surprised. Keyword: listen to what I'm saying. He will be surprised if Levis does not throw for 4,000 this year. He said the dude is a good quarterback, bro. And he said he's been threading the needle. He's been playing good out there. You know, this, that, and the other. I asked him who's the best running back on the team. He said it's pretty much 1A, 1B. They both look good. You know what I'm saying? He said he does. He said, but he can't. He biased, so he can't go against his boy Tajay Spears. So he said Tajay. You know what I'm saying? But he said they both look good. He said Traylon Burks looks good physically, mentally. You know what I'm saying? He's making plays. This, that, and the other. He said the secondary is most definitely gonna live up to the hype. You know what I'm saying? He did say some negative things about this team. He said that our right side is terrible. It's terrible. He said, do not believe in his right side. He told me, do not believe in his right side. The Josh Wally hype is real. You know what I'm saying? Josh Wally looks like he's going to be probably a really, really good tight end for us, hopefully for a really long time. Calvin Ridley's really fast. Levis has a trouble hitting deep balls on the outside. He said that too. He said that he has trouble hitting deep balls on the outside, but through the hitting post routes, he said he's on the money. You know what I'm saying? He said he's on the money with it. Trying to think of everything else he said. He said Levis don't like to run the ball. He said Levis need to learn how to take off a little bit more. He said the middle of the field be wide open. He don't be wanting to take off. You know,
that's them Vrabel clips from last year. And I'm gonna get hit. I'm gonna get hit.
Yeah, he said that he was sitting with a couple guys.
Yeah,
he said
they'll break that out of him. They'll break that out of him.
Yeah. He said Levis don't like to run.
You got to run sometimes. You got to know when to run. Like
said Javondre Sweat's a beast. Obviously, Jefferson is a beast. Harold Landry, like he's got speed. He said Shane Ray is looking pretty good as well.
Bro.
And he surprised me. I didn't think he was gonna look good. He said he liked Otis Reese for some reason, but he was been going down the depth chart. But he said he likes Otis Reese. You know what I'm saying? So
bro,
I try to get everything.
I think Shane Ray is another player that was just a product of his environment, and everybody else didn't think he was any good. Because Ray was like a former first-round pick, right? And you just been sitting there in Denver and ain't really done too much. But
he was great in Denver, actually. Like, he was solid in Denver. They went to that Super Bowl, and then that year he got, I want to say he either missed his, he tore his knee up, or it was something. I think it was an injury. He had like the suspension. I think he had like a PED suspension, and then it was just like tumbled downhill from there for him.
Yeah. So I think that's another player that might come in here and wreak havoc for us and do really well for us too. But I know that right side of that line is going to be bad. We saw it in open practice when we were there too, and we was kind of hoping that it's just, they don't have pads on. It's harder to block, which it is. But bro, that right side is not looking too good. They get beat pretty easy.
It's terrible.
And I really
Sadiq Charles was the starter, right? Like, he looked good. The issue is the part of the problem is that we don't know who the guards are, right? Like, now it's because there's no continuity on that right side right now. Like, Brunskill is a center. Like, they got Brunskill as a center. Rupcich is who's a new signing. He's in that rotation. I think Dylan Radins right now would be the starter, but again, without continuity, like, you don't know who's, like, and Nicholas MPF is right now slated as the starter, but Gary and Christian is solid too. Like, Gary and Christian is another, and then Leroy Watson. So those are two Callahan guys, big coach, right? Those are two big coach guys that they like. So Teron is right, and Teron was completely right on all of that. The thing with the right side of the offensive line is I think once they submit those two spots, I think you'll see some improvement. But that left side, Sko,
he's
JC.
That's what
I ain't worried about them at all. I ain't worried about Kush either, even though
Teron said that
we've been pushing them around a little bit.
Teron said that he would be shocked if JC Latham isn't an all-pro player in 2 years. That's what, you know what I'm saying. That's what he said. He said Skoronski looks like he's finally starting to figure it out. He said the left side from Cushenberry all the way down to Latham, man, looks really good. He said it's the other side that he's worried about, man. He said right side, man. I just don't think the answer at those two positions are on the roster right now, man. I think we got to wait till the training camp, man. We got to watch some film on these other teams, man, before we get to the season, and we got to pick somebody up, man.
So, and I was going to ask Courtlandt, do y'all hear, or is MPF pretty solidified that like he's going to be the right tackle? They believe in him, and Bill will be able to coach him up once he comes back from all this, or is it like optimistic?
So like it's on the up and up, right? Like, big coach, and when I say big coach, I mean Bill Callahan.
Yeah.
So big coach really likes him, and then when we talked to MPF last Saturday, he hit the podium. We really asked him about how is everything? He was activated from PUP, so he actually had go out there, be on pads. He's been taking all the mental reps. He's heavier, he's stronger. These are his words. So and he looks good. Like, he looks good. Like, the body composition, he looks good. He looks like the rookie, like when he was actually solid, right? Like, it was like, okay, this dude might actually be a solid right tackle. He looks like that, but I mean, you're only as good as the guy that you're playing, that's playing inside of you, right? So I think, like I said, it sucks that Sadiq had to, retire the way he did. I think that's going to hurt us in the long run. But Dylan Radins, I have some faith in him. Like, I have some faith in him. The dude put on, like, he's a lot more solid. He's looking a lot better, a lot healthier, of course, coming off that injury last year. So, like, it's one of them things, man, where like that the left side is just one of them, like, the left side been so bad over the last 2 or 3 years, and then like you finally get the left side right, and then it's like, dang, we forgot about the other side. So
yeah, man. I mean, shoot, man, you can't sign everybody, man. But shout out to Marigold for the 10 stars. We really do appreciate that, and yeah, y'all having a great discussion, and it's actually right on time for our next topic, and then we're gonna get to the G-hole situation. But we go into the G-hole after this.
Boy, y'all wild, man.
I can't wait for the violations to roll in tomorrow. I can't wait.
Man.
Blink, 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 blink. Is that what
You two finna call y'all and be like, hey, we don't know what that is.
I don't think they're gonna get us for that one, but if they
YouTube,
do shit, I'll pay the fine.
Oh, they're about to get it. Rumble, we're good. Rumble, we're fine. We're fine on Rumble.
It was funny last night hearing Teron say that. He was like, "Glory," you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't say the real one. Just say the G thing. It's a G thing, baby. But, hey, so let's talk about it or whatnot, because like y'all said, this right side of this offensive line, I mean, it's horrendous right now. I mean, we honestly don't know what the right side of the offensive line is going to look like when the season starts. And I know everybody came into, this season thinking that, man, we finna finally air the ball out. Levis and Ridley and D-Hop. And I actually brought this up, back in probably June, July sometime or whatnot. And Jared Stillman actually talked about it yesterday, which let me know that I'm not the only one thinking about this. But I feel like the fan base needs to temper their expectations when it comes to this passing game. Because the last thing you want to do is get another quarterback killed. Because let's keep it real. That's what's been happening behind these bad offensive lines over the years. We've been getting quarterbacks killed left and right. Jake Locker, Marcus Mariota, Ryan Tannehill, Hale Levis got killed last season. I mean, just, every time a quarterback goes out there, I mean, they always end up getting injured. So I don't think we're going to see all this passing or whatnot that we think that we're going to see. They honestly need to come out and run the ball. They need to, build this thing up, because you got to think about it. The offensive line still needs to get chemistry amongst each other. I mean, it's one thing to go out there and do it in practice, but going out there in a live game, that's a totally different situation. It's going to take some time for them to gel together. And going out there asking the offensive line to pass block 40, 50 times a game, asking Levis drop back and pass 40, 50 times. Nah, that ain't the way right there, man. I mean, I know y'all want to see, this high-flying football or whatever, but I think the fan base needs to just dial it back a little bit and just understand that this offensive line isn't ready for all of that yet. And don't be surprised if you see a lot of Tajay Spears and a lot of Tony Pollard.
Yeah.
Firestone, your thoughts?
Yeah, bro. I was just about to piggyback on that. Exactly. Because for one, you don't want to show too much of what we're trying to go out here and do and pass. For two, the O-line is still a situation that we need to figure out. And there's no, okay, yeah, we can drop back and pass and let the QB keep getting hit, but we could also figure out get the same answers by running the ball too. We don't have to drop back and pass, because if we can't run the ball and you're getting beat off of that, we know you're going to most likely get beat off your pass block as well. So let's just run the ball, see who's getting manhandled, who's actually get good, proper blocking technique. Let's evaluate that O-line. So this preseason game, it might be like, see, we thought it was going to be new Titans, and they're out here still doing old Titans. We're evaluating. We're trying to figure stuff out. Plus, you don't want to show too much of your hand of what pass sets we're going to be out there doing, how we're going to run some things. We got to get that right side figured out before we put Will Levis out there in week 1, and he's out there getting hammered and feeling like what Ryan Tannehill said last year, feeling like John Wick back there after a game. You don't want that for this guy that's finally stepping up into the starter role. So let's go out there, run, figure out who can actually play this O-line, see who can actually manhandle somebody and play in this NFL speed, and solidify that. Regular season, we'll figure out what this explosive new offense is going to look like.
I will say too, man, like there's some options. I'm just looking at the list of some guys that don't have a team right now. One guy, I mean, they have the best offensive line in the league in Detroit, and he comes from that, like, let me not butcher this name.
Bro, we butcher him all the time.
Halapulivati Vaitai.
Oh
Who?
hell, what the fuck?
He was a backup.
Vuti Vata.
So let's call him H. Let's call him Vati. Let's call him Vadi Vadi. Yeah, let's call him Vadi Vadi.
Okay.
Body.
Dotty, we like the party.
Yeah, but he was a backup guard. He was a backup guard swing tackle last year for the Detroit Lions, and that dude is solid. So like, I mean, he's only 31, right? So like, I mean, you're not trying to sign guys at this point. What I will say is Rand Carthon is not afraid to go out and try to get guys to improve the team, as we need it. So you only need guys to do really good patchwork. And it's never too bad to have competition in camp, right? Put the fire under some guys' asses and like, hey, we got a guy who's coming in and he could take your spot. So like you either play or you don't. So like, I mean, the right side, like I said, is terrible in camp. But also, let's not get it twisted. You got 98 and number 93 on the other side making that right side work. So, I mean, like I said, Teron not wrong, but it ain't too many men that I know can stand in front of number 98 and number 93 and get, and hold them up. So,
and that's the thing too, like you're saying, 98, 93 is going against these guys in practice. So they might suck in training camp, but you better not be sucking all. Those guys are across from you. They better make you stronger. They better make you tougher. When you have good guys like that are so strong, you got to be like, all right, I'm fighting against this every day. I'm in the weight room. I'm trying to beat this, and not everybody has their strength. So that alone should make you better and make you improve. If you're a football player, that should bring the best out of you for damn sure.
Right. Hey, y'all ready to talk about the situation?
Yeah, man.
I promise we're not going to say that word too much because we gotta talk about it, man. I mean,
far we're good. We're good. We ain't got no violations yet, but we'll see.
I'm just not trying to say it because I know I'm a fan.
I figured somebody's gonna slip in between. Just
don't say it, RJ. I know you up over there on that Taylor Roots or whatever they call it. But
Taylor Roots is crazy.
That Taylor Port. Man, let's talk about it, man. This idiot on Twitter. I mean, he's known for being a troll. I guess he's a troll. I mean, I don't know. Hell, the motherfucker might be dead ass serious, but he tried the wrong one yesterday because there's some things that you don't do on Twitter. And one of those things you don't do is you don't run up on Terrence Davenport. See, Terrence Davenport, he's one of the finest, most genuine reporters out there covering the Titans, an even greater person, regardless of the mistakes that he's made in life. TD, solid ass dude, man. And he got the fan base behind him. And this idiot tried him. This idiot thought Will Levis did some out of the world shit, but TD, just being TD, he didn't just come in there and call him a lie and say, oh, you wrong or any of that. No, he was like, you sure? Like, I was there and, this is what happened. He put it to him in a respectful manner. But this idiot, he decides he wants to take it there with TD. He wants to bring up this man's past and talk about he shouldn't have a job, and it was just a bunch of foolishness, and I missed it last night, unfortunately, but there was a space that the G-Hole guy started, and the G-Hole guy had a lot to say, and TD came in there and stood on business, and this is the part of the discussion where I'm going to let Courtlandt and RJ talk about it because I wasn't there, but I stand with TD.
I missed all this too yesterday.
I tell my story. I actually was in space, so I just was scrolling, man. I seen there was a Titan space, and OG boy, man,
G body.
Hold on, let me speak on that one. Cause he asked me, he said, "Why I never read Jabari Small?" Because I'm not biased, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look, Jabari Small is fighting for a roster spot right now. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure. Now, if you go out here and he run for 100 plus yards, oh yeah, I'm gonna be turned up with him. But anyway, back to the G boy,
The G
G
boy.
spot.
No. Hey, I got to use that G boy though. No deal.
Oh,
But
man.
I
The
got
G
to use
boy.
that's a good
Yeah,
one
so
right there. The G
I was on
boy.
Twitter, man. I'm scrolling. I see a Titan space pop up, and I was like, okay, let me click on see what all in there. I look in there, I see, man, it's like 200 something people in this mug. I'm like, man, what's going on? So I get in here, man, and I'm ready to talk. They in there talking Titans ball. I'm ready to talk bottom. You know what I'm saying? I requested, got up there. And right as soon as I'm about to open my mouth, all I hear is, man, Terrence Davenport, man, he I just don't understand how you can talk to me like this, blah, blah, blah. You had a DUI, you shouldn't even have a job. And Terrence Davenport sitting right there. I'm looking like, what did I just get myself into? And Terrence Davenport, man, he stood on business like he's supposed to, man. He came in he said, hey, man, he said, I don't understand your problem, dude. He said, man, look, man, I'm just trying to correct you and let you know that what you're saying is incorrect, man. He didn't have no, Will Levis didn't have no 50-yard run, bro. It was about 20 or 30 yards. I was just correcting you, man. He was like, well, I'm getting all these messages from people saying that you was talking crazy, blah, blah, blah. I just didn't agree with what G-Boy was talking about because I was like, man, that don't even sound like something Teron would do, that he would become personal with you. I was like, it sounded like you were getting personal, and he called you out on it. And he was like, well, Teron, you sent me all these DMs, this, that, and the other. And Teron was like, read the DMs. And he's like, you sent me 7 DMs, and it was only 1 DM. And Teron basically telling him, like, dude, like, you need to calm down on here, man. Like, he was like, look, we just talking ball, man. You taking this way too seriously. And so they were going back and forth about 20 minutes, man. It just to the point where it was just comical and stuff. Like nobody was agreeing with G-Boy. Nobody was agreeing with him. We was all like, no, Terrence Davenport is not that type of person. I was like, even I stood on business and said, look, the dude, man, he took time to hop on our podcast, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, nah, bro, this dude most definitely a good dude, bro. What are you talking about? Like, it just made no sense to me.
I'm gonna keep it simple, bro. Like I don't want to address it because I have a personal relationship with TD, so I don't want to address like people talking negative about him. But I will say this: I've been doing sports journalism now for 6 years, and I've been covering the Tennessee Titans now for 2.5. Didn't nobody know my name? Didn't nobody know who Courtlandt Griffin was? You know what I'm saying? Like. It wasn't until Terrence last year when I was doing training camp and I covered training camp, Terrence Davenport asked me, like, of all people, it's Jim Wyatt standing there, it's Paul Kaharski sitting there, it's Sam Phelan, it's Austin and all of them from A to Z Sports and Buck Rising sitting there. And Courtlandt Griffin gets asked, hey, bro, you want to do, you want to do my radio spot on ESPN radio of all things. Like, bro, I ain't never done a radio spot. I ain't never done bro, they don't know who I am. Like, why you want me? You know what I mean? But he gave me an opportunity. That dude is a solid dude, stand-up dude. Like, he ain't never and even when he didn't know who I was, bro, like, I can walk up to him, ATD, bro, like, such, like, hey, bro, my name is this, and we talk, like, at the combine, we chop it up. I'm sitting with him, and we chopping it up about what prospects we looking at, and, hey, man, who you think Ram looking at? Well, I heard that, You know what I'm saying? Like, he just one of those dudes. Like, hey, bro, how I get into this event? Hey, bro, like, I'm gonna shoot you this person, or hey, you need to talk to this person. Like, she don't want to talk to, or he don't want to talk to, and you know what I'm saying? Like, do that, bro, and I'll vouch for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's that kind of guy. That dude don't bother nobody. He stick to himself. He put Titans news out, and if you're a reporter, a podcaster, whatever, that dude is not too big. Them 4 letters on his chest don't mean nothing outside of the fact that they pay his bills. Like, he'll come sit down and talk ball with you. He'll come to your podcast. He'll come to your show, whatever. If he respects you and you respect him, like, he going to help you out and pull you up. Like, that's a stand-up brother. So, like, the fact that anybody would, like, bring up the fact, whatever personal things he got going on, that man has separated himself far from that. Like I said, bro, like, standing on the sideline with that dude, he could have easily been like, bro, I don't know you, bro. Like, why are you talking to me? And, like, and I've had reporters do that. Like, I've had reporters look at me. None of the Titans reporters. I will say, like, Teresa, like she's AP reporter for Tennessee. Jim, all of those guys are great guys. But like, don't let the personality on radio and like don't let that fool you. Like that dude is a stand-up dude. He's a good guy. But like I've had reporters from other franchises and other big companies look at me like, man, who is this kid, bro? Like, man, who is this dude? Like, right? But Teron never treated me like that. So, like I said, bro, like that dude is a stand-up dude, man. Like, I hate the fact that happened, right? But this goes to show you, like, you can't come at like, bro, he's a journalist. He's a journalist for us. You can't come at one of our own and be like, you know what I mean, and say something out the way and don't think we're not gonna ride for him. Like, bro, we don't know you, G-boy. We don't know you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we know him and we know what he does for the community. We know what he does for this team, right? And what he means to the fans.
Yeah.
So, you know, like
he used to be Pretty Boy Kelly. Yeah, that's who he used to be.
Yeah. So like, bro, I just hate that had to happen. Like I said, like I hit him up this morning because of course I caught the back end of, I guess, the aftermath space, like of whatever, or like it might have been that space, RJ. Like, but I caught the back end of it. Like they were kind of wrapping up. And it was him and Easton Freeze, and they were kind of talking, you know, whatever. And so I was like, damn, like what's going on? Like, I hit him up and was like, bro, like what's like your name trending? Like, you know what I'm saying? The only reason you trending is either like something like a trade done happen or like, you know what I mean, or something done happen. And I'm thinking like we must have got Ayuk or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, dang, how I missed that one. But like, you know, and he told me, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, and that's a personal conversation, but he told me, gave me the heads up on it. And like I said, man, it sucks. But that dude got my respect. And like he's got you guys' respect, I'm sure, and like everybody else. Like I've never seen nobody say nothing negative about that dude. Nothing.
No, because like what you said too, like he came on the podcast, he was nice to us. He didn't look below us like anything. Like he talked to us with respect. After the show, we talked to him about some things, asked about some stuff, gave us a ton of game for free, didn't ask nothing. Like he was hella nice for us. And even on the podcast, like we talked, there was nothing that was off limits. He talked about everything. He even talked about his DUI situation. It's not something that he shies away from. He takes his credibility. Right. He tries to take that as a lesson and teach others from it too. So it's like for you to try to attack him like this, to do all that. And I missed all of it too. I just got on Twitter and saw everybody talking about TD, and I stand with TD. I was like, what the fuck just happened? So, but it just doesn't make no sense for you to be going at him like that. You had a better chance. If you would have done this to Paul Kaharski, maybe so many Titans fans wouldn't have stood up. They would have like, oh, yeah, you might be right. But to TD, one of the most liked dudes that's actually been one of the realest and actually been a part of this and engraved in the community, you're not going to come at him like that and think the Titans fans just going to take your word for it.
And what makes this better is, like, man, tomorrow, I'm going to go to the media booth tomorrow, and you know who's going to be standing there? Terrence Davenport. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So like that man's still gonna wake up in the morning, he gonna do his job and he gonna be him. Like that's the great part about it, is like good things gonna come to good people. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know what I'm saying, the fact that man get to wake up in the morning and do what he loved to do and still, you know what I mean, and has the support. Like I think things like this have to happen, right? In a way. And I know that sounds crazy, but I feel like some stuff like this sometimes has to happen because it shows you, like, as a journalist, and I'm just saying, I'm just speaking as a journalist, like I get love from y'all, bro. Like y'all my dogs, man. Y'all know anytime y'all call, I'm gonna show up. You know, I try to show up for y'all. And I ain't TD. I ain't on his level yet. You know what I'm saying? Yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
you getting there. You getting there. Claim it.
But yeah, but you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Like I do want to be that person that's accessible. But regardless, like that man get to wake up in the morning and he knows now that the Titans fan base got his back. Like Nashville got your back, bro. Like you ain't got nothing to worry about. You know what I'm saying? So like that's dope to me that man now know, like, if ESPN tried, I feel like if ESPN tried to move him, like he'd be like, nah.
He like it here, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, shoot, TD, you know, he always downtown. I mean, you know, he likes to go to the rap concerts at the Sky Deck or whatever. I mean, shoot, he's out here like, you know what I'm saying?
Real dude,
I mean,
bro.
Yeah, he's a real dude, man. And, you know, when old boy pulled that stunt yesterday, man, I mean, I wasn't even going to pay it any mind at first or whatever, because I know TD ain't paying it too much mind. But at the same time or whatever, TD being the real dude that he is, he not just finna sit up there and let you talk crazy to him.
10 toes
I'll
on
say
business.
this, man. If this make y'all feel, you know what I'm saying? This man, G boy, bro, he gonna blurt out, bro, in the middle of everybody. He said, "Well, Terrence Davenport, man, I don't care about him, but he ain't better than Paul Kaharski." Everybody stopped saying, "Oh, bro."
Hey, look, bro. Everybody need. Hey, shout out to PK, bro. Everybody need a 5-foot demon on their team. But hey, look,
This man said that he said Terrence Davenport, man, he can go, man. He ain't no Paul Kaharski, bro.
Bro, how do
bro,
we?
that's
I cannot believe he said that, bro.
Bro. Hell no.
Bro, he
I
said
think
that, bro.
I don't think Paul Kaharski like Paul Kaharski that much. So like,
Hell no.
like
Z boy said that, bro. And then he said Jared Stillman. He's like, man, now Jared Stillman and Paul Kaharski are clearly the best Titans reporters. We was all looking like,
he would troll. He would troll the end, man.
nah, bro. He was
And I don't even
dead.
think
He was
Stillman
dead
considers
ass, bro.
himself a
Bro.
reporter.
Well,
It was,
nah, he just a
it was-
radio. He's a
Nah, but Morocco, he said this in the heat of an argument, bro. He was dead ass. He was dead ass, bro.
Nah, bro.
He
Now,
said
still,
if
I
you
would
ain't
say
no Paul Kaharski or Jared Stillman, bro.
Jared Stillman and Paul Kaharski have their places, right? Like you know, you need those guys that are kind of more pundit, right? Like more pundit reporters. But like if you want real news, like and when I say real news, I'm not. Here's the thing, I'm not. Please do not take this as Courtlandt Griffin is going and shitting on Paul Kaharski or Jared Stillman. I respect those guys too, because they've been doing it. They're doing what I want to do and what I love to do longer than I have been doing it. I wish I was in the level that I want to get to the level that they are at, right? However, like real news, right? I'll tell you the guys, like I said, Sean, y'all, who else, man? Maximus Titans fan, bro, like with the Global Titans podcast, man. That dude, like he's nice. And he's dedicated just like y'all are. Who else, man? I'm missing some people. Teron, Mike Patton.
There's a lot of them out there, man.
Yeah, like
too many to name. Too many great people to name.
It's
man.
just like myself, and I don't even like to put myself out there like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's so many guys that do this, right? Even Buck Rising, like I know people like, you know, like Buck and A to Z Sports, like those guys, Sam Phelan, those guys, like, man, if you want news, like you want news, and it's going to be 100% authentic. You don't have to worry about if you're being misled. You ain't got to go look at somebody else's page to confirm. Like, those are the people that you want to go look for, bro. Like, and like I said, PK has his place. I love PK, bro. Like, it wouldn't be fun if PK wasn't there. I literally have been at an account where PK was not there, and it was like, bro, it's too quiet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll say this. Did y'all hear what Jared Stillman said today, bro? I know y'all seen that viral clip. But this man said he was talking about Caleb Williams, right? And he basically said, he was like, man, I just don't get it, man. There's no way a leader, man, could just paint his fingernails. Just imagine you being in a locker room with a guy and the guy that's supposed to lead you to the promised land got his fingernails painted. It is not even the worst part he said, bro. He said, bro, whenever he said, the next thing you know, man, you're gonna be thinking this is your leader. And he bends over and you look at his butt and there's a thong.
Why did he say that, bro? Now I will say this. Have y'all been watching Hard Knocks?
I was just about to say that shit.
I ain't checked it out yet.
Hey, look, now I will say this, bro.
I got you, bro. Hold on.
I was watching Hard Knocks, bro.
Yeah.
I kid you not. My right hand to God.
Yeah, bro.
Watching Hard Knocks. My man's got up and picked up the bag, and I was like, I bought my mom that same bag for Mother's Day 2 years ago. That's a Birkin. I know what that is.
That wasn't a money bag. That wasn't
man had the purse. Bro, it wasn't a duffel, bro. That was a purse.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh my God.
As a man with a wife and a mother that love bags, that was a bag, bro. That wasn't nah. I was like, nah, bro. Somebody got to tell my mans, bro. Like, get the crossbody or the fanny or something, bro. But, like, not the purse, man. Not the bucket bag.
Which one is going to be so fire?
Wider, make it look a little more duffel. Make it look like a laptop case, something,
Nah, bro.
My man
had a Palm Pilot and some backup nail polish in that motherfucker.
Man, that's crazy.
Like you go up to him and he has a butterscotch in that motherfucker.
And
Wait,
Jared
bro.
said all this on air.
I don't know if
he
you said it
didn't
on
say
air. You said it on like a podcast, bro.
Obviously,
When I pull it up, I'm gonna show it to y'all, bro. Hold
I'm
on.
about to say,
Okay.
but yeah,
That
Jared
man said, bro, that man Caleb Williams be bent over with a thong in his butt.
Oh, man, what the hell?
But here's the thing, though. The craziest thing is
He
this, bro.
said it, bro.
Hey, RJ, here the craziest
Yeah.
thing, though. So, like, I be in, like, a couple of different spaces here and there, sports spaces. And somebody was like, bro, imagine being the coach or the owner of the team, bro. My man got up and you say, like, hey, see you on the field, Caleb. And my man get up and
Here
pick
you
his
go. I
purse
found
up
it.
like this and walk out. So then it was like somebody said, bro, I kid you not. Somebody said, bro, if I was the owner, I would have sat back down at my desk and be like, am I sure I want to invest in this dude? Like, was that a purse?
Here you go. Can y'all
it's
see it?
funny now, but if that motherfucker comes out and tortures somebody for 400 plus yards, it ain't gonna be funny
Yeah.
no more, bro.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be funny no more.
All right, y'all
Yeah,
ready?
roll that clip, man.
Okay, let me make sure y'all can hear
But
it.
I do not think that as a rookie, you can go in there and lead the team and say, hey, guys, here's my purse. I don't think you can do it. I mean, that would be like Caleb Williams getting up from the desk and bending over, so he gets up from the desk and bending over, and you see a thong in his ass. That's what that's like. I do not think that as a rookie, you can go in there and lead the team.
Oh man.
Look, you can definitely do whatever you want, and you can
Why did he say that, bro? Why did he say that?
He said that shit on air, man.
Why did he say that, bro?
His show. Oh, what?
How did the FIA, bro? How did the FIA not
no, bro.
hit the
Jared
censor button
wild,
on that, bro? Like that's
Man.
crazy.
He's wild, bro. I'm telling you, he'll say
a
anything.
violation to be the final word. He let the whole sentence prep it, and the final word,
Bro.
the song. You can't censor me now. You done let it all be out now.
Yeah, bro. Like that's like trying to like somebody drop an F-bomb and you censor the word after it. Like that's yeah.
But
Man, I hope Jeffrey Sims heard that, because boy, he gonna have plenty of material week one.
Bro, I'm surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if like busting with the boys like Taylor Lewan and them don't get a hold of that.
bruh, hey, speaking, bruh, we trying to get them on the show. They done retweeted our stuff. They retweeted a video of RJ's today. So, hey, busting with the boys, Taylor.
Hey, when y'all get them on the show,
come on.
just do me one favor. If y'all go to the bus or they come to the Coliseum,
yes.
hey, bro, y'all grill them boys about. Hey, tell them to quit asking the Texans about the Oilers uniforms, bro. Like, I'm disappointed in Taylor Lewan, bro.
They gotta cut that shit out, man. I
tweeted it. I was like, bro, I'm disappointed in you, bro. Like, quit asking them fools about that, man. You wore that uniform, bro. Quit playing with, bro. Nah, bro. Like, bro.
It's just trying to spark up some controversy.
I get it. I get it.
That's all it is.
I get it because it's satire for them. That's funny to them, but it's like to me, I was like, Taylor, you are. It's Brad Hopkins, it's Mike Munchak, then it's you. You one of them ones. Don't do this to us, bro.
Yeah, I wanted you to go there and not like do the shit that you. I want you to go there and check them and let them know. No, that ain't your shit. No, I'm here. I'm a friendly, personal reminder. This shit's not fucking yours. Back the fuck off. Houston Oilers is Tennessee Titans. Y'all ain't never been. Y'all won't never be. Stay in your fucking lane with your want to be Kansas City. You want to be Houston Oiler colors. You want to be Atlanta Falcon jerseys having ass motherfuckers. You're trying to be every team but the Houston Texans. Exactly. I want you to be that guy there. Be the guy you used to be on the field that antagonized Josh Norman on the sideline. Yeah. Be that now in camp. Let them know the Titans is still fucking here, bro. A little bit.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna let you know right now. Houston is unoriginal anyway. They want to be the Houston Oilers and they can't. And the Houston Texans used to be the Kansas City Chiefs. But we ain't gonna talk about that.
And they out here looking like a navy blue and red Falcons now.
Ain't nothing about them original. They piggybacking off of every damn team, and they're like, they're still in our culture, bro. You still in every team's culture. You still in the Harley culture.
Y'all the Houston copycats, man.
Yeah,
the Houston appropriators.
Yeah, man. Fuck them, man. I didn't even want to give them no time of day.
I'm trying not to acknowledge them anymore, bro. They not important, bro.
Ronnie, you gotta chill, bro. He said they need the Falcons and the Texans jerseys look like old school FUBU.
Yeah, that's exactly what they look like, man. Some fucking FUBU jerseys, man.
Hey, I had
they might
one.
well be out there
Oh,
playing
man.
in the bag of FUBU jeans and shit, man.
Chill, man. Oh God.
Put them out there in some Jordan 12s or some 13s or something,
I
and
love
shit,
our
they'll
fan
be
base,
ready to go.
bro.
Give them the little spinning chain. Hey, deck them the fuck out, man.
Man, I love our fan base, bro. Don't y'all ever change.
I do too,
Man,
bro.
trust me,
Yeah,
man. We
crazy,
lit,
man.
man. We gotta be one of the most lit fan bases ever, man. But we just small. I mean, people don't see all the shit that goes on or whatever, man. Just think about if Twitter would have been a thing back in 2006, 2007. I'll even go back. Let's go back to 2005 when Pac-Man got drafted. If Twitter would have been a thing back then, oh man.
It'd have been a lot of people banned. Been a whole lot of banning going on. Oh man. Because Twitter, hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. Twitter back in like 07, 08, like my freshman year of high school, was a wild place.
Yes, sir.
That was a wild place, boy. Like that was one of them. Like, hey, bro, they ain't got no like no community guidelines. Like y'all just,
I was on old Twitter, bro.
Like I don't know what's worse, a Call of Duty chat room or this. This is crazy.
Yeah, that Twitter. I heard Twitter was wild, bro.
Man, Twitter was Twitter. Like you think Twitter wild now? Like Twitter was one of them places where it was like, bro, don't let your parents see you got a Twitter account.
Bro,
you liable to see.
Public.
Yeah, bro, you liable to see a little bit of everything, hear a little bit of everything, see a little bit of everything, man. Like it was a wild place. People was getting people locations. Like, man, it was.
Oh man, it was the trenches,
bro. There's a reason why I didn't have Twitter for so damn long, bro. It was just not.
Bro,
it was
Morocco.
Yeah.
Like not even sports related. I promise you, not even sports related. Like 14-year-old Courtlandt. Like I'm on Twitter, right? And I'm just, that's back when like you would just tweet shit like, just brush my teeth. You know what I'm saying? Like giving people, you know what I'm saying? Like, just tweet, giving people daily, like your daily routine shit. You know what I mean? Math class sucked. Like, nah, bro. Like people, like it was dudes in Chicago, like legitimately, like you knew when somebody got killed. And like how, like we're not supposed to know this. Like it was that bad, bro. Like they was threatening to shut Twitter down. It was
wow.
It was crazy. That's why I said like I'm glad Pac-Man and them. I'm glad the NFL wasn't on the social media tip, like sports wasn't on social media tip, like at that point in time, because it was ain't no telling, bro. Like,
yeah, I know. Wow.
Pac-Man had enough stuff going on, bro. Like he didn't need none of that.
I can only imagine the shit. I can only imagine the shit that Pac-Man would have put on social media back then.
I know a couple of cats that I went to high school with that man, if the NFL knew, like, it was like, nah, bro, you didn't, nah, yeah, cuz, yeah, he broke me off with the da. I got a picture with him, like, he's like, bro, hey, delete that.
Man, listen, man, I got some stories myself, man. I can't tell him here. I'm not gonna tell him here. Them stories is between me and the people who was there. I'm not.
Now I will say this: my uncle we almost lost the quarterback that night. Vince Young was talking regulars, and my uncle was on some. He was on the syrup a little bit, and yeah, Vince got to talking regulars. I was like, hey, I said, because my uncle's a Titan fan. I was like, hey, you got to play on Sunday. Chill out.
For those sports tackler, hey man, you gonna have to go back and watch it, man, because this show right here was lit. I'm telling you. Hey, shout out to Massey too, man. Hey, Massey, if you at the game tomorrow, man, I ain't gonna be there. But if you there, hey, you and Blueface, y'all do y'all thing, man. Make some video, make some content. God dang it, I need to see y'all turn up out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there tomorrow. So if you there, man, most definitely say what's up to me. You know what I'm saying? Come by. Hey man, tell me what your name is. Make sure y'all tell me what I don't know everybody, bro. Like some people who came up to me.
You gotta introduce yourself, man. We know a lot of people, but you gotta introduce yourself. Our minds are for Griffin. Plus two,
Yeah.
RJ on that Taylor Port this weekend, man. So
Yeah,
you may
man,
not know.
half the time, bro, I be in my own world or I'm drunk, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna remember who you are, bro.
That's what
I'm not gonna remember who you are, bro.
Hey, bro, I was in Walmart the other day. I was in Walmart out here in West Nashville, bro. I was in Walmart. Somebody was like, "Hey, Courtlandt, hey man, keep up the good work." And I was like,
Yeah, bro, like
that's the
I
thing.
get, hey, what's up? But tell me who you are.
Yeah,
I
bro.
was like, "Whoa, okay, like that's kind of scary." I don't know if I like famous.
Yeah, Angelica, he on that Taylor Port tonight.
Bro, it's like when we went to open practice, a lot of people was like recognizing us. Hey, Titans Colosseum, this and that, and it's like we're still getting used to that. That's still
Yeah, it's
new
new.
to us.
It's different when people start to know your face. It takes some getting used to, bro. Because like I've had people, my wife would do somebody's like photo shoot or something, and they'll be like, "Man, your husband is such and such and such." Man, yeah, bro. Like tell him I said, and I'm like, bro, I don't know him. And she be like, "You don't know him?" I'm like, nah, like I don't know who is that. Is it? I'm like, you see how many Twitter handles this is? Don't nobody put their real name on it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like I said, man, it's just hard. All I see is a profile picture in your name, bro. I'm not going, you know what I'm saying? It's not
And
gonna,
half of those be
introduce
AI.
unless you already know me, bro. Introduce yourself,
man. But I honestly be appreciating the love, man.
Yeah.
Even though I'm more of a reserved person. I know I get on here, do all my screaming and shouting and laughing and whatnot. But if you're around me on a daily basis, you already know, man, I'm pretty quiet here. Sometimes I'm shy. I don't want to be around the crowd or whatever. I just want to be to myself. But when somebody come up to me and show me some love, I mean, I really do appreciate it. I mean, all the shyness and all the whatever going on with me, all that goes out the door, man. I mean, you won't see anything but a big ass smile on my face, man, because I mean, anybody who rock with us, man, we most definitely rock with them. But y'all ready to wrap this show up for the night?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so what were you gonna say, Firestone?
I was just gonna say, like, it's new because you're used to being just in your own world, going out there, just staying to yourself. And then people come and approach you and talk, and you're thankful. You love that stuff, but it's like a Ricky Bobby moment. It's like, what do I do with my hands? What do I say? What do I do?
That's exactly what it is, man. It's like I just don't know what to do with my hands. It's like,
Hey, man, it's been dope, man. Courtlandt, you know you the fam, man. But hey, tell the people where they can find you. Tell them what you got going on here in the future. Right?
Yeah, man. So of course, man, you can catch me on all of my on Twitter mainly for all the Titans content. You can go to my highlights tab. For some reason, like the articles tab on Twitter is rigged for some reason. Like it doesn't put articles in there, but I got a what to expect article up right now. Got a couple of Titans articles up, and then I've also started an online publication called On the Clock. If y'all don't know, like outside of being a Titans reporter, I do draft coverage as well. Of course, for the Tennessee Titans, but for the rest of the 32 teams as well. And so it's all On the Clock. It's just all draft all the time. So I got right now I'm at 40 scout reports for the top 10 wide receivers, top 10 corners, top 10 defensive linemen, and top 10 running backs up right now. Linebackers is coming this next week, and then we'll be on to tight ends, safeties, and then we're ended with quarterbacks before the beginning of the college football season. So definitely be on the lookout for those scouting reports. If you like one of those people who you want to know who the Titans could pick up, like a scout report is there, man. Share that around. Those articles are up, man. Follow me on Instagram too. Like I put some interesting content on there as well. So. And then you can find me in the comment section of this show. You can find me like in a Titan space, or you can find me anywhere, man. Like I'm approachable. Like I said, bro, like I appreciate Firestone, man, Morocco, RJ, like these brothers, they work hard, they do what they do. They killing it, you know what I'm saying? And it's fun to be a part of this, man. I can do this all night. So I appreciate y'all having me on.
For sure. Appreciate you more, man. And hey, Courtlandt, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, man, I kind of got to give you your flowers, man, because I think people are starting to wake up when it comes to Jaquan Jackson, man, because I remember when we drafted him and I was kind of on that, Malik Washington thing with everybody else. But you know what I'm saying? You had hit me up and you told me, like, nah, man, like, you need to give Jaquan a look, man. Like, this dude right here, I think he got something. I think you're going to like him. Just give him a look. And I looked at him. I was like, now, hold on. Like, he doing something different than Malik doing. Yeah. He's actually hitting those home runs. Malik, you know what I'm saying? Malik was a lot like
sure hands, Debo. But not the
he was a lot like Debo. Like he could break up some tackles, but I ain't gonna say never, but rarely did he get in the end zone when he was doing all that. If you give Jaquan Jackson a little bit of space, he gonna shake your ass and he gonna go to the end zone. And that's why I say, man, people need to give him a chance, and I think they're starting to wake up.
If RJ and Firestone would have listened to me the night y'all did the mock draft and got said Gray, I told y'all.
Yeah, that's crazy though. You was telling me, you was like Cedric Gray. I was like, man, I don't even know who that is, bro.
I was like, man, listen to me, bro. Pick him right now. I was like, this ain't even a real draft.
Courtlandt was in the chat, man, bro. We were like, I was like, damn, bro. You like, y'all not listening to me.
The motherfucking scholar, boy.
Man.
I wasn't good night, though. I ain't gonna lie.
I love that, man. I love that, bro. Like I said, like, man, if y'all tuning into the show, if y'all haven't tuned into the show, bro, reshare these episodes, man. Like I said, these brothers be killing it. Like, even when I'm not on the show, bro, I tune into these dudes because they got insight. Like, I'm a reporter and I'm there. But these brothers bring a whole different. It's another side to this news thing that a journalist can't really. We can tap into it if you're a fan, right? Like I'm a fan, so I can tap into it a little bit, but I have to be unbiased. But like for y'all, I'm sorry, y'all. My wife trying to call.
We've been wrapping up
for sure. But like I said, like with y'all, bro, like y'all bringing the news, but y'all bringing the fan portion of it, right? Like. I remember when I was on Tennessee Titans. What was it? Tennessee Titans Uncensored, or Tennessee Titans Kingdom, or something like that. That's where I first heard of. Yeah, that's where I first met Morocco, and I was like, "Yeah, this is Mr." Because my wife was like, "Who is that dude that always like you always every Sunday he always screaming, yeah, motherfucker, yeah, motherfucker." I was like, "Hey, no, I gotta get hyped too." I was like, "Cause I'm gonna run through a brick wall with him." Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, but like, bro, like it's dope. It's dope knowing that these dudes are genuine fans, and they ain't going. They're not. How can I say this? They're not Titan stands. Like these dudes give it raw. They give it real. If it's negative, they're gonna say it. If it's positive, they're gonna say it. They're gonna give you the real. So, bro, I appreciate this show so much, man. Like y'all keep doing it, bro. Like y'all. This show is gonna reach heights that y'all don't even know yet. So
appreciate that, bro. Really appreciate that.
Hey. Make sure y'all head down to Music City Autoplex and check out them vehicles they got down there. Lord have mercy, man. Wilson know he got some goddamn vehicles down there, boy. You want a truck, man, you can go get you a truck. Man, you want to ride in the Cadillac, you can do that too. Lexus, Benzes, Hummers, whatever down there, man. Wilson got it for you, man. But you got to go pull up on them, man. Music City Autoplex. In, I guess you can call it Hendersonville, you can call it Goodlettsville, you can call it Madison, whatever the hell you want to call it, man. Anyway, head down there, check out the vehicles. If you can't make it, you can always go on MusicCityAutoplex.com and check it out. But it ain't nothing like being down there with Wilson, chopping it up about the Titans, because Wilson is a Titans fan as well. Ain't nothing like being down there with them chopping it up about the Titans while you trying to get your dream vehicle. Hey, we looking forward to this game tomorrow, man. Yeah. I don't give a fuck if it's preseason or in season or whatever you want to call it, man. The Titans are taking the field tomorrow, and I will be locked in. I'm pretty sure everybody else is going to be locked in, man. Y'all have a safe and blessed weekend. We'll be back with y'all Monday to recap the game and tighten the fuck up.